I've been looking at doing something for myself for a long number of years, and we have a 16-year-old son here now, but when he was about 12 or 11, 12, I decided to think seriously about doing something because he would be going to school and like what would I do with my days, so I decided I would just go for something big rather than small. Anyway, so that was the reason I got into making the ice cream. Probably at the beginning, one of the challenges was the fact that I'm making a premium brand ice cream and that the downturn had started. So it was a challenge at the beginning. When I started making the ice cream first, the big challenge as well was to go out there and get customers, and how do you go about it? So when I started, it was literally getting the names of shops or supermarkets and the hard slog of going up to them, literally cold calling and giving them samples and my price lists and that. That's how I started. Last year I set up my website, which was at the end of last year, but I've also now set up Facebook. When I started first as well, what I found is as time has gone on, people were using emailing me to tell me how good the ice cream was, where can they buy it. So what I found, it was very important that I get acquainted with emailing and we'll say networking with people as regards, through Facebook and my website. And also we're living out here and it's a rural area out in the country, so we need to use the likes of Facebook and the website. And people are not inclined to ring you and ask you because they prefer the email. They don't have to speak to a person. When people look at the photographs of the cows or they see the photographs of the girls working, that is a huge advantage because it nearly becomes a personal thing. I'll tell you what was very important when we started is setting up a network of people that are in business themselves. And I have found that fantastic. And now I'm getting phone calls from people about different things. You'll find out where you can get your website, who is good at doing websites, you're a good photographer, and what advantage people found from the website. Also, the other thing I found was that, and this only happened to me in the last 6 months, I met a friend of mine that had got a package for her doing her wages, and she finds it fantastic. She said you put in the hours, you press a button and a payslip comes out. So I've started that now. But that all gives you extra time to yourself by having all of these facilities. And I think that even with the emails, I'm in contact with other ice cream producers now as well, but we email each other. We can email if there's something that's for sale that is secondhand that you want or I want, I would email them and give them information. They email me. They're ice cream producers in different parts of the country, but the emailing is fantastic because they can send me even on photographs, or they can, that's, that we work together on the whole thing. I've joined Network Ireland Women in Business because I've been to a few of their functions and the women are fantastic and it's great. Again, it's another form of networking. When I started years ago on the computer, I did a course in Navan, and like that, I was afraid if I pressed the button, my biggest fear then when I did get using the computer, I was going to delete everything. But I have discovered you can't delete everything. It's not physically possible. It's somewhere in the computer. You mightn't be able to find it yourself, but you will eventually find it. And I think it's crazy not being using a computer and getting familiar with it. But it is simple. It is actually very simple, and it's a huge advantage.